Hey everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. When it's cold outside and dreary or you don't feel well, there's nothing better than a good, hot, hearty bowl of soup. And I have a delicious one today that I want to share with you. It is Mexican corn and chicken chowder. It's very hearty. It can be customized to your family's heat preference, and it's absolutely delicious. You're going to start out with two boneless chicken breasts, and I've actually already cooked mine. You want it cooked and shredded ahead of time, and I usually cook mine in like half chicken broth and half water, or you could add bouillon, but you want something in there to make it where it has a little extra hearty broth. And I've reserved about 2 cups of the broth, and then I shredded the chicken already, so we're going to add that to the pot first. And I'm going to try to do this without spilling it. And you want to put broth and all in this. About 2 cups of broth is what it calls for. This recipe makes a big pot of soup, so you do want a big Dutch oven or a really large stock pot to make this. So we're going to add a can of fire roasted corn, and you want to add it liquid and all. Next, we're going to add a can of black beans that have been rinsed and drained. And you want to make sure you get them rinsed well so it doesn't change the color of your chowder. Add those in. A can of cream style corn. And if you're making this for a really large group, or if you have a large family, this is a good way that you can actually increase the recipe. Add 2 cans of cream corn. I don't need that big of a batch, so I'm just going to add the one. A can of fire roasted green chilies, liquid and all. Add it in. Okay, I'm actually going to backtrack for a second. When I was waiting on this to simmer, I went to edit the part of the video that I'd already done, and I realized I'd never hit record for some of the main ingredients. So we're going to take a step back, and I'm going to show you what I put in the pot. So I added a cup of whipping cream and a cup of half and half. And don't skimp on the whipping cream because this is a chowder and you want it to be hearty. The spices I added are 1 1/4 teaspoons of cumin, a half a teaspoon of paprika, and 2 teaspoons of chipotle powder. Now this has some pretty decent heat to it. If your family likes things on fire, you could definitely add some cayenne. You might want to taste it first because this is very warm and hearty. But it also calls for 2 cloves of garlic, fresh garlic minced up. I'm not a huge fan of that in this soup, so I did not do that. I just did a good shake of granulated garlic. But if you want to add, if your family likes that or you like a little more garlic flavor, then definitely add the fresh. Okay, it's still coming to a simmer. I'm going to let it come. You want it to simmer for about 30 minutes or so, and then we're going to add the final ingredient and give it a taste. So I'll see you back in about 15 minutes. I just wanted you to see what it looks like. And we're just going to let it come to a simmer. And I'll see you back in a few minutes. All right, it has come to a simmer. So now it's time to add the final ingredient, and that is 2 cups of shredded cheese. Monterey Jack is best if you can find just Monterey Jack or shred it yourself. I have Colby Jack, so I'm going to add 2 cups of Colby Jack cheese. And we're going to get that good and melty, and I'm finally going to get to have a bowl. Now, if your family doesn't like a lot of heat or any heat at all, I would cut the chipotle in half, and instead of doing 2 teaspoons, I would just do 1 teaspoon. And you could always add a little more half and half or a little more whipping cream if you want to bring that heat down a little bit also. All right, I'm going to let it simmer or let the cheese get good and melty. I'm going to grab me a bowl and I'll be right back. It's ready and I'm ready to have a bowl. Let me see how I did. I like to serve this with a sweet cornbread, and I like to put a little sour cream on top of mine. You could always add a little more shredded cheese. If your family likes jalapenos, add some jalapenos. You can add some avocado, however you want to top yours off. But I hope you try it. I'm going to try it right now. It is so good. This is definitely a chowder that will warm you up on a cold day or taste really good to you if you're not feeling very well. And I hope you will try it. I hope you will like it. And remember, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.